Today we want to share something very special. Michelle Smith, who has stood up, spoken out and shown the real strength this country needs, has now joined us here at Ireland's Forgotten Voices. Michelle has made this powerful video to speak directly to the people of Ireland, to stand for the homeless, to stand for the broken system and to call out for real support. We are honoured to now have Michelle standing with us right by our side. From this day forward, we are working together, stronger, louder, united. Please watch this video. Please show Michelle your support and let us know your thoughts. And stand with us because we are only getting started. Together, we are Ireland's Forgotten Voices and we will not stop until the people of Ireland are heard. Please watch her video in full.
Alright folks, so I'm here, a bit of a rant, but stay with me, okay? So you might have seen the post that I have shared for Ireland's Forgotten Voices. And this is something that I want everybody to listen to. We marched in our thousands in Dublin a couple of weeks ago, and in Cork in a few weeks there'll be another massive marching in Dublin again. But the marches that are happening even in Bundoran and Roscommon and Killinall and Tipperary and all across Ireland, they're not even making it into government debates or schedules. They're not listening. So myself, along with Ireland's Forgotten Voices, have come up with a plan to register Ireland's Forgotten Voices as a charity, a non-for-profit charity in Ireland. If the government can't solve this housing crisis, we can. Can you imagine if we made this such a success to actually embarrass the government into acknowledging that they failed? Can you imagine if we rose that much money to start purchasing homes from this charity off councils? Can you imagine if we made that happen? I'm a businesswoman. I have built businesses up from scratch. I've helped people far beyond what anybody will ever know. And I think this could be massive. But there's just two of us at the minute with an idea. I ran for European elections. Me, just a normal Joe Soap, because I wanted to make a change. The government is not going to do it. Can you remember the speech that Heather Humphreys made last year? You can't build an affordable home for less than 350,000. Watch us. Can you imagine if there was that much money in the pot to start buying all the derelict houses back for Irish homeless families, that they can have a roof finally over their heads, with affordable rents back to the charity if HAP doesn't cover it, just to cover the cost of the purchase of the home. We can't do this on our own. If any funds are donated, starting off, there'll be no cash exchanged. People will have to send their stories and whatever they need into the email on Ireland's Forgotten Voices. It'll start small, I know that. So if we can provide vouchers for a B&B in your local area, for a laundrette in your local area, for food in your local area, a bit of normality to try and ease the burden of being homeless. There's 4,000 kids in Ireland, Irish kids, that are on the homeless register along with their mummies and daddies. The Irish government is not going to solve this, but the thousands of people that marched alongside us all in Dublin, we can together. How many of you have donated to charities, big charities in Ireland? You don't see much of a return for it. This is an incentive that I am fully behind. But we need volunteers, people with admin experience, to go and meet people, to hand out vouchers all across Ireland for every county. If the government won't solve the housing crisis, we will. I don't care if I'm the face of it. I don't care if I have to step back and let someone more experienced take the reins here. There's plenty of celebrities out there that I know that I want to get behind this as well. There is too many Irish people on housing lists. The county councils won't do anything, the government won't do anything. No elected officials are doing anything, only saying a 1-minute speech in the Dáil. I ran for European election to make a difference, because all these policies, all these misspending of funds by the government is all going through European red tape. And there is no accountability for the misspending. They're spending over 2.7 million a day on iPass centres. And we have Irish mummies and daddies living in cars, living on people's couches, not being able to cover their utility bills. Why? Greed. Over half of the landlords in the Dáil and Shannon, over half of the TDs, are all landlords. So of course they're going to vote for eviction bans to be lifted. Of course they're going to vote for increased rents. But any of the homes that are being built, over 90% of them are being bought by non-nationals. And if they have the money for it, fair play to them. But when rents are exceeding wages for normal families in Ireland, this is causing the housing crisis. Landlords are selling their homes and they're evicting people, and maybe not selling their homes, but they're dividing their homes into different rooms and getting an absolute fortune for it. It's not the fault of renters that they're homeless, it's the fault of greed. So if I can be a voice behind this, albeit, we're going to need directors, we're going to need volunteer admin people. If you think that you're going to come on this to make money, you won't. It's non-for-profit, it's volunteer. But to the thousands of people that know me, to the thousands of people that marched in Dublin, I want you to comment here. If you ran for elections and were successful, or even unsuccessful, ask yourself why. Why did you put yourself out there like me? This is an opportunity to be part of something massive, to be part of something huge. And it's up to you now to put your money where your mouth is. If you're able to knock doors and ask people to vote for you, I think that you're able to contact us and get involved. This could be huge. We could raise millions upon millions of euros to start helping our Irish people, because Irish lives matter. They come first before any of the rest of the world. And if you want to come on here and call me a racist and a bigot and a fascist and all this crack, scroll on, because we're taking no heed. I stood for elections for a reason. I want to make change happen. I'm a strong, strong voice, and I am absolutely honoured to be a chosen voice for this. The stories that we're getting in are absolutely heartbreaking, and it's only putting fuel in my belly now to get this over the line. So the process now will be to register it as a charity through the CRO, non-for-profit. I can do that, set up bank accounts and set up GoFundMe. But we need admins. So if you go to Ireland Forgotten Voices, start sending through not full CVs, because look, it's volunteer. But if you had administration experience, and if you don't mind putting a few hours into this out of your time, from people all around Ireland, we need you to get involved. We want businesses to get involved if you can. We want celebrities to get involved in this movement. To every person who is not scared to hold an Irish flag, to every person who is facing eviction, please get behind this, share it, and let's see what we can do. I think Ireland's Forgotten Voices can be absolutely massive. If the Irish government will not fix the housing crisis, we as an Irish nation can.